Why are you that low? It's been like shit the last few weeks. Why does it keep doing this? Okay. Anyways. Hello, all you fellow dusty dogs and travelers of the trail out there. Once again, welcome back to Crash Bandicoot 2. We are currently, we just last time finished up the, wow, I'm blanking. We basically got 100% in the game and we beat Nocturneo Cortex, but we have relics to do that will get us over 100%, but yeah. So we're going to try and do that. We'll see how far we go, and maybe today, maybe later on we might do a little something else. I don't know. I got a couple ideas about what I want to do next. So we'll see, depending on what the day does, how the day goes. We will see whether or not I continue onwards with streaming, or if I just do a little this for today. I wish I could stream more often, but yeah, I've been fucking tired. Where is my... There you are. Totally Bear. That's our first one. So, one of the major reasons why we waited until 100% in order to do a lot of the time trials is I got these speed shoes. So, speed shoes allow me to go wee. They were not present in the other one, but yeah. They'll be crucial for a couple of them here because, well, this one doesn't start out like it. It does have the thing later where it'll be... There we go. I guess it's a couple of good... Okay. That's good. I'll take that one. Oh, but the speed shoes, for example, towards the end of this level will be helpful because the level doesn't stop when the bear does. It stops a little bit after the bear does, and I will need that freaking... I will need the speed shoes to make it over that nice and crispy, shall we say. Actually, I don't know why I use crispy. I hate using that as an adjective because the only thing that I associate it with is chips. And I don't understand when people use it for other things. I've never understood, like, for example, a morning being referred to as crisp. Paper, I guess, can be crisp. Oh, yeah, duh. Run. Paper, I guess, could be referred to as crisp, but I normally associate with, like, the texture of a fry or a potato chip. Crispy bite. Not so much weather, but I've heard a lot of people describe a morning as crisp. Or someone's look is crisp. And I'm like, no. I don't understand your usage of it in this situation. Alright, totally fly. I'm doing these ones down here because I can just kind of go up through the levels if I start with down here. Also, whoops, I didn't collect the fly, but this should be... Yep. I might be able to see what I'm doing here, but I would rather not have to rely on it. Go around that way. These are a very slight bit easier. There we go. 5503. Hey, still got me 2 gold so far. I will take that. I will take that. That is a good start, if we were able to do both of those in one try. I don't get as many I went through one and did theirs. One I can reliably do over 50% platinum. 2, for some reason, a little less so. The levels are just a little bit more tightly designed by comparison. And it ends up being a little bit harder for me to hit some of those platinum levels. But we'll see how many we get. There's a couple of platinums that are fairly easy, and a couple that require a little bit of tactics, but can be done. Otherwise, for me, it's very much a matter of luck and seeing, can I actually figure out the numbers fast enough? This one, for example, will have a little bit of luck later on as to whether or not some of these spin jumps will work correctly. Because I will want to avoid all the mole pits. Or get out of all the mole pits as quick as possible. But that's no guarantee of making a... There we go, that helped a little. Here's one. Hell yeah. Here's two. Yeah, that was a bit of a problem. There we go, got all three. Very nice. I'll still have to try and do that with the pits in just a moment, but otherwise, what we get here? 46.66, what's that? Still a gold. Yeah, even when I'm trying as hard as I can, it just don't want to work out sometimes. With that being said, boo heckin' yeah, we have now got ourselves 3 golds without having to do a level over again. Which that's an achievement in itself sometimes, is just trying to get through. There's some that I know I'll have to restart like 5, 10, or 15 times even, just because the first section is frickin' difficult. And guess what that means? It means I gotta retry that over and over and over again until I get it right. Okay, that was almost useless. That was about as good as I could hope for on the ice portion. Missed the one beforehand, but I think we should still be okay. Whoop. Not good. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There's a death. That's a restart. There's no checkpoints in the time trial, so... There we go. That's a little better there, too. Because I got that one up on the bouncy crate. So it's working out, at least. Of course, then I slow myself down by having a couple of weird pauses. There we go. I do want to hit this because this will have a couple of time crates. A good 5 seconds out and not in the hole! That's what I mean. It begins. Okay, there we go. Up in the mid-rank again. Let's see if we can actually make it over to the other side of this time. Why? I was on the other side of it. Why? It constantly wants to hit the thing. I should actually take it off, because otherwise my finger is going to hurt. I say that not as a it's going to if I don't do the... If I keep doing this, I'm saying that's an inevitability. Let's actually just prolong that as much as we can. Okay, good, good, good. There we go. Good enough, let's go. Ooh, that was a good one from the penguin. Go, go, go! Let's see what that is. It's still a gold! Hey, again, if we can get gold or better, good enough. Gold is what it looks for to give you the extra little point. If I get a sapphire, I have to redo. But we're currently running 4 for 4, at least in terms of getting these things, so yay! Yeah, it tends to be I do best at 1, then 3, then 2. For some reason, 2, I don't know what it is. It's like 1 wasn't built for time trials, but they made it generous enough. 2 almost was built for time trials, and they are just hard enough to be a challenge. 3 was built for the time trials, and they made them accessible. Of course, there's a couple of ones in the Insane trilogy here. I was gonna say Reignited. That's not what we're playing. No use going on the blue path. That will not lead us any closer. As a matter of fact, I think it will actually take the time trial off. There we go. Get on there. Gotta get all the way to the warp. There we go. Oh, finally a platinum. 55, 51. Very nice. Yeah, this is not going to take us that long, is it? If everything goes according to how it should go. But there's our hang 8. No particular reason to go in a weird order here. Everything's already unlocked, so it's just a matter of, can I make it to the end in time? Why are you staying that low? I'm gonna bet it's an internet issue. Like a home internet issue. But I don't have the money to pay for that right now. Actually, I probably do. I probably have some of that money, but... Okay, the one that has everything is going to be this side, I think, is our best bet. I almost jumped over him, and I'm like, no. Cool. 3 seconds. There we go. Okay, here's the other one where I gotta be careful. Got one. There's 2. Can make it 3 for 3. I can make it 3 for 3. The speed shoes might be giving me a little extra oomph because those weren't as... I actually had a little tiny bit of clearance on all of those. Still a gold. Yeah, I have a little bit more clearance than I thought I would have had on a lot of these, so... It's not too bad. Not too bad. We're still making it. Alright, crash dash. Dash crash. Kringly dingly. I don't know why what my brain is. You know what? I do know. My brain is tired because I woke up. I went to bed at 3. Well, actually, I took melatonin at 3. Because I couldn't shut my brain off. 5 milligrams. I'm thinking about upgrading to 10. But yeah, I went to bed at 3. I woke up at 7 o'clock this morning. Said, fuck that, I'm going to sleep. Death number 1 here. Go forward. But yeah, I took melatonin, went to sleep, woke up at 7 o'clock. Said, fuck that, I need more. Went back to sleep, woke up at freaking 10 o'clock in a cold sweat because all I could imagine... I actually posted a video on the Blue Sky account. I should probably post it online too. But it's just a shot of like this... this like empty wasteland landscape, or like a forest or barren landscape. Barren forest landscape, just empty. And then another shot of that forest landscape, empty. And then another shot, empty. And then a panel that is and then a panel that is nothing. A panel that is like nothing but like nature sounds. And then a panel that is dead quiet with this freaking shadowy figure coming out of the forest with these bright fucking green eyes. Coming closer and heralded only by a rattling noise. Like, it's not making... It's technically at the pace of footsteps, but it's not making identifiable footsteps. It is just this weird rattling noise every time it makes a step forward. And then it just launches itself at me, and I get fucked. Get fucked over. But that made me wake up in a fucking cold sweat. At 10 o'clock this morning. And then I made a video to express what the hell had made me wake up in a cold sweat, because it was just the weirdest thing possible. But yeah. That was my morning. Another gold, I'll take it. But yeah, that was my morning. Freaking ridiculous to me, on top of the fact that I was, I think earlier that exact same day. I think it was earlier I think it was yesterday. Yeah, just the previous day, yesterday. I had created a poem that was going viral about, like, mourning and loss and stuff like that. About, there's all these friend groups that I've been doing, that I have, that I've kind of just like been fading away from, like whether that's unintentionally, like, oh, I went to one school and they went off on their separate paths, or whether that's just been like this thing of like, oh, I've been contemplating the fact that I might have ADHD symptoms and trying to figure out, like, is that related? Like, am I just getting not disinterested, but like my brain is not focusing on one of them, so it has to move. The brain has to move. But that also means I had, like, this, like, really emotional poem that came out of me yesterday. And then that shit happened, and I'm like, why? Why is that why is that the dichotomy of my brain? It's like, why? What are you doing, brain? What are you trying to tell me? No, get through. There we go. I feel like I'm doing way better on this one than I was on Snow Go. There we go. Got that. Okay, this warp room sucks because now I have to use the sliding technique here. Like, the ice slows me down in the warp room! I got a platinum, wow. Okay. I was about to say for a time trial. It's slowing me down for a time trial. And then I got a platinum anyway. Why is the game want to immediately try and prove me wrong? Apparently today is a study in contradictions. Everything's going to go semi-opposite of what the other day was. Today is true opposite day. That was actually also another funny thing, because I was going to stream on Saturday and had no energy, and now... And that's after a night of successful sleep. And now, I'm tired, I got probably less sleep than I should, and I'm manic. Okay, not ideal, but we can make it. Okay, I wanted to do that a little bit slower than my usual there, because Nitro! And I have no mask! Well, there's a mask, that'll help. Oh yeah, so now we'll be able to see the rest of this. Hard paths do not count for the time trials. Hard path routes do not count for the time trials, so even if you could do better on the alternate ending routes, it won't allow you to do them. It won't count the time trial. It will still count the time. It'll still make you go through the time level. Or through the level with the timer. And it will still restart you if you go to the end and you fuck up. Gold, I'll take it. But yeah, it will, if you use like a hard path exit or a gem exit, it will count it as a null. So you have to use the main exit for all of these. Which I think is stupid, because even with no time crates, I could probably do spaced outs like way easier that way. Alright, on to Barrett. Yeah, we're moving at a pretty good pace, I would say. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering why I do the speed thing and then the jump, like, almost immediately afterwards. Whoops, I missed a 2 there, which is fine. It's because if I were to just do the speed thing without doing the jump, it just kind of stalls for a moment. But for some reason, if I do the speed thing with a jump afterwards, I can almost immediately do the speed as soon as it happens, and it carries the speed all the way through the jump. So my eventual strategy through these levels is just kind of boing my way through. It does mess up the timing on some of these things a little bit. So for example, you saw I missed a time crate there. That's because I encountered them just a little too early and they were going to explode in my face. And of course you do have to be careful because not all of them can be jumped over so easily. As a result. We are not hitting the nitro. $45.93. What's that gonna get us? Still a gold. There we go. Crash Crash. Jesus Christ, are we already like halfway through? We're already like halfway. We're already like, well, we're 10 out of 25. We're 40%. That's impressive. Although that being said, these levels are pains. Mostly because of the damn mines. Avoid you. The boulder will hit them. And it does count for timing. It's also why I ignored the 3 back in Boulder Det in Crash Crush. God dang the electric fences! That was just a dumb... That was just a dumb... falling into a pit. Avoid you. Okay, electric fence up here. There we go. No need to go up the other side here. There we go. You need to make sure I got... Okay. Woohoo! I almost went right into a minefield. The boulder probably would have hit the one, but I didn't want to take any chances. Woo, okay. Got around the fence, okay. We're going to... Oh, that's the... This is the checkpoint area. Should just let the boulder hit it, especially because I'm fast. There we go. Yep, there it goes. It hit the time for me. I'll take it 3, though. $110. Still a gold. But I'm still just a gold. And I don't know the rest of the song. I don't know the rest of the song lyrics. The only way I know that one is from Neil Citarega. Eel deal. These ones, for some reason, give me a ton of trouble with this. Also, I am eating a sandwich. My apologies. Oh, that's why. Got me as freaking out of commission there for a moment. Why are you low? This is the lowest I've actually ever encountered it. It's only at 114 kilobytes per second. 228. Why? What is your problem? Probably going to have a little bit of trouble here, but I'm going to troubleshoot my router. Not my router, my wireless internet. Troubleshooting cannot identify the problem. Whatever. It's got to be a problem with my main actual router or home internet being, you know, bad. Okay, there we go. We're starting to get a little back up in there. There we go. Finally crossed 1,000 threshold at least. I can't always see what's going on, unfortunately, which sucks. Okay, that's a good sign. I was able to get both of the time crates at this particular location. That's usually when I have trouble with. Just kind of need to go and hope that I have enough to go through the ending portion. There we go. Ooh, I didn't get to wait for you. Give me enough room. There we go. Not too much left, but this jump always gives me trouble. Ha! I got it. That is one of my smoothest runs yet of that. I don't care if it's just a gold. It's still a platinum. Cool. Victory sandwich bar. Why are you low again? Let me check something here. I'm sorry that all of these have been like troubleshooting things lately. Yeah, that was causing network issues. I think I kind of get what it was doing, but at the same time, fuck you. Okay. Yeah, holy crap, we're only 30 minutes into it. I'm already on the 3rd warp room. Out of 5. Actually, I should say we're technically on the 4th one because I did start at the very, very bottom with the secret areas, but... splitting hairs to a certain extent. Already plant food, which could suck. Ooh, that was actually a very good start, though, to it. Yeah, that was one of my best starts of plant food. I should have gotten the mask. I should have gotten the mask. There are more masks later? Shit. I knew I was going to regret it. Knew I was going to fucking regret it. Okay, not as smooth, but I made a lot of tricky jumps there. There we go. Grab the mask this time. And I lost it almost immediately. Lovely. Okay, here's where we usually start running into the troubles, apparently. Or I should say where we're going to start running into the troubles this time. Yeah. And of course I go through clean now that I have the mask. But I will need it for up here. Give me on. This presents, of course, the same troubles as it did the first time we came through here. Namely that this is a fucking dead end. That will cause you to restart your whole fucking time trial. If you don't have the mask with you. No, get in the dock. Curious. 32. About the same as I had last time. Get in there before a minute. There we go. Gold! I'll take it. What is causing me to have Slabble? Photos, what are you doing? Why do you need network? What are you doing? It's forcing me to come to a lot of uncomfortable... No. No, I don't want any fucking thing. Why? Why do you have to do this? Why are you using fricking... Okay, what I'm trying to figure is why my photos and calculator are using network. There's other things that I kind of understand using the network. No. Fuck you. It's like everything's taking network on my computer away from this. And I can't just set it to... Why can I not just set it to... I'm mad. End. Or actually, what? Where is... Why is that not a thing that's up at the top anymore? I want... Wait, Why can I not get a property? I'm so mad. Property. I want to make OBS a priority so that it uses the network more than anything else at this point. Why is that so hard? Oi! I can't figure out what to do to make this thing better. Again, I apologize that I seem to be doing a lot of troubleshooting on stream lately, but I'm trying to make the best user experience and the best watcher experience, and let me just put it this way. I changed nothing! For my old streaming habits, I changed nothing, and it's only recently that they've all started to just go kaplooey. Okay, sooner or later, going back to this for right now. Sooner or later, I have to take it a little bit carefully compared to... Oh, never mind. I was going to say we have to take a little bit carefully compared to normal. But I have all of the masks. So now it is just a matter of, let's blow up everything. Okay, I got stuck in a few places, but we should be still okay for... Fuck! At least let me have the gold after that mess of a run. There we go. Gold relic. Mess of a run to get to it, but I got it. But yeah, old streaming style versus new streaming style, nothing should have changed. Like, internet hasn't changed. Adapter has not changed from previously. Like, I don't get what it is. Everything just has now turned to shit where it, like, constantly drops. And I don't know if that's home network issues or if that's a Twitch issue. Where Twitch is being a dick and not taking it. Trying to change nothing on my end. As a matter of fact, anything I've changed on my end has been after this issue started. Okay, that was a weird one, especially because the ice blocks start throwing another wrench into that speed thing. Generally, rule of thumb, now that I have the ice blocks here, is only speed when I'm at a reliable position to get over them. Whoop. Nah. I'm surprised I made it through that. There we go. We're moving. We got it. Made me panic for a little bit, but we got it. There we go. We're in sight, so go. Yeah, you see, I've been trying to hit the thing for like 3 times in a row there. And another one to come. Go. Even though it's kind of, I think, shorter to go the back way, you can't go out the secret exit. Hey, platinum! Still rewarded, at least. Of course, that one also wasn't as disastrous as the other ones were. What are we at? I could probably finish the warp room, and then I will call it for a break. Alright, Road to Ruin. Not a terribly hard one, if I remember correctly. Oh, it's Ruination where the injury is fucked. Oh. I remember. There was one issue here, but it's going to actually be avoided now that I have the no mask on right now. I do think I want to hit one of these because, yep, 3. It's this area right here. I need to be careful because I don't want to hit the mouse there at the end. It does not give me enough of a boost. Ow. Really short, only 35 seconds long. Jesus. Gives me a platinum. Having a lot better luck in the latter half of this, aren't we? Alrighty, Unbearable. One that usually gives me a lot of problems. I'm trying to say trouble and problems at the same time. One that gives me a lot of problems, usually because of the mines or electric fences. Yeah, wow, almost immediately I hit that was dumb, but immediately out the gate I had hit both mines. Not a satisfying start to this one. Again, I should, like, ignore most boxes. The bear will probably do more damage than I could ever. So my job should just be to avoid things. Ow. Will I get... No, I don't. Son of a what the frick? Man, that was like 80% of the way through the level, too. Fuck them lizards. And I'm usually a big fan of you guys. This is neat. I just found out today that the one of the major helpers in California, at least, of reducing tick issues is the common garden lizard, otherwise known as a fence lizard, which apparently eats ticks and is immune. It's immune to tick diseases. So similar to opossums, a fence lizard can eat a tick and encounter no issues. Yeah, Bear, you take care of those time crates for me. Fucking! So yeah, lizard. Cool. This is a common garden lizard. Like, I literally have been able to pick them up off the fence. They also eat a lot of other pests, like crickets and stuff like that, so they are nice. Cricket, they will eat June bugs, the Japanese beetles, I believe. We just call them June bug mostly around here, but yeah. They eat those. Get rid of them. So they do not wreak havoc on our wood. Or keep constantly bunking into our window. Yeah, that was actually a little better because I actually just found a way right through them. Where is that? There you are. Okay, yeah, that one I paused because I knew that was coming. There's gonna hit the timer, thank you. Now, I'm not gonna use the speed boost as much here. As much. Because it tends to be a little bit tighter than I would like to use it. Oh, and then that happens sometimes. I got a little greedy. Yeah, of course Unbearable's the one that usually does this to me. But yeah, little fence lizard guys are what we usually would like. My cousins and I would go around trying to catch them at my grandmother's house. And occasionally we have them here. The dogs see usually if they find a lizard, it's probably a fence lizard. And we save them. They are good beans. Well, thank you for taking me over the fence, although that's not the way I would have liked to do it. Ooh, I didn't think I'd make that one, but it did. Go, go, go! Don't just stand there. Fucking! Not on the two. Well, at least this is better than most of my other runs, where every single time I've been stuck, it's been towards the front of the stage. This one, I seem to be having a trend of 80% of the way through and then fucking up. Now I jumped over it. Go, go, go. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Hit the things, bear, thank you. Wood. Okay, this is gonna be the, yep, there we go, there we go, there we go. We got around that, and we are in the clear. Okay, thank God. Let's just go for the exit. Heck yes! 123.76, and it still manages me a blood gnome! Hell yes. Okay, but yeah, if that's any indication, I'm going to take a small break, because it's going to take us about that long to get through the last 10. But let us barf up our relic first. And a victory dance, because that is a well-earned one. And yeah, we have 10 more left to go, so in a moment, I will be right back with the rest of those.